What's so bad about this mind? What can happen if you start to develop that mind? The wish for well-being of all beings. What will happen? What? Maybe it will come about. Why do people harm each other? Because they're happy? Because they're well? Is that why we harm each other? Okay, if you don't get what I'm saying, when do you harm somebody else? When are you not considerate about other people's feelings? When?
Frustrated for myself. When I'm tired and frustrated.
When I'm not well myself. Huh? Yeah, it's as simple as that. You see, violence occurs when suffering doesn't know what else to do with it than to express itself in violence. Be it outside violence or inner violence that you turn against yourself, that's the same thing. Okay? So bodhicitta is this mind, no matter what happens in my life, may be of benefit to all others. Not all others at the same time, but all others without making distinctions. Whoever sees, hears, or touches me, may they benefit from it. Just that thought. Wonderful thought. Opens up the heart. May I become of benefit to others. Instead of disturbing their peace of mind, may I be able to create some peace. May I be able to make them feel comfortable, safe, at ease, so that they can also discover their own potential, instead of having to defend themselves. Is that thought frightening? Huh? Do you think you will be totally tread over by others because you have that thought? No. It totally opens up the heart and makes life very simple. Whatever I do may be of benefit to others. So that's bodhicitta. So of course, to be of benefit to others, as human beings we cannot. We're very limited because we have our delusions and all this, and bodhicitta is the thought wanting to attain full awakening so that we can be of real benefit to others. So that's a good way of making up having harmed others, because we want to develop the mind so we can stop harming others. Yeah? Then we do an action. So we have the regret, then we take refuge, bodhicitta, then we do an action. And the action that we do is I know it's strange for people who do not practice, is visualizing the Buddha and having light coming into us and purifying all these negative imprints, and seeing them how they leave the body through the lower doors, and like black smoke or dirty water, and we say mantras. And people say, oh, what's that going to help? Well, you don't know. Because already visualizing a fully awakened being, you visualize compassion and wisdom. Allowing the light coming into you, and the nature of our mind is light, you kind of wake up that potential that we have, so it makes you forget progress on the path. Reciting mantras, you're not lying, you're not gossiping, you are not doing anything else with the speech. At the moment you recite mantras, so your mind is protected from doing negativities, and it really calms you down, because your mind is focused on the mantra. And then at the end we make a strong determination not to repeat the action. Now with actions that we find easy to refrain from, we make a promise. I will not, in my life, I don't need to go to the army or whatever, I can really, I think, make a promise until I'm dead, until I die, I make a promise of not killing human beings. I don't drive a car, so I think I have a good chance that I can keep this promise. And also, if you kill a human being with your car, don't forget, what do you need for this to be a full action? The intention, the object, the action, and the completion of the action. So if you kill somebody with your car, I hope it's not your intention to do it. I know there is some intentions like this going around in this area, that they use their car as a weapon. It's not only here, by the way, also you can relax, it's also happening in Europe, okay? We also have this problem now, not just you. We also have to learn to live with it and still be happy, which is possible, you know. Don't have to be depressed about this. We don't have to get angry. We can try to make contact with the people from that kind of culture. We can try to make peace with them, with those that are still kind of normal, instead of rejecting them and then they do get like this. We can try. But it's also, Europe is also not going in a skillful way, to be honest. Wow, the way you people are manipulated by fears, it's amazing. And how we let ourselves be manipulated. It's crazy. You know? We're going to die anyway at one point.
And come back.
So what? So anyway, so whatever you feel you're confident that you can abstain from it for the rest of your life, you promise that. Whatever you find difficult, so again this is skillful means, whatever you find difficult you say for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for an hour, for a day, and then you try to keep it. And when you break it, again you fall from your standards, then again you do purification practices. So this is why we're not caught by our negative karma, but if you let it sit there, then it's like letting all the seeds in your garden, and then the rain falls, and the sun shines, and then your garden looks like a jungle, and you go, oh, but that's not what I wanted. Whose fault is it? Who put the seeds in my garden? Well, it was you not looking after your garden. So this is how we can look after the mind. So this is basically more or less what I wanted to say. So if you have questions, we have another quarter of an hour. You need to speak really loud.
Oh, you repeat.
I need to repeat the question, okay?
I would like to know the reason. Why should I keep the karma and not egotistic reason? Because
Why you should keep the... what do you mean? With karma, there's 3 things. Karma is the action, which creates the karmic seeds, which will bring a karmic result. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about now. The only thing that is I hear that the only reason that I will not do something bad is when I read more, I'll have a good life.
Maybe.
Okay, but it's an egotistic...
Oh, but if everybody would be so egotistical, wouldn't we have a wonderful world? I know what you're saying. You have to be more compassionate and open-hearted and think about others. Let's think about us first. How do you think the world would look if everybody would think, I don't want to suffer in the future. I'm not harming anybody else now. What would happen? What do you mean, Lord? Huh?
No, I'm kidding, I'm sarcastic.
Yeah. We would have a wonderful world. Then we are well. Then we can go out and start helping others. First we have to learn not to harm them. You know, we help others. Then they're horrible to us. What happens? They reject us. What happens? How do we feel? We have all these noble intentions always to help others. We don't even know how to help ourselves. But, you know, when I started, I said this is the first step in the spiritual practice. I didn't talk about other steps. This step leads you to be so calm and to have such a good life that you're famous, you're rich, you're beautiful, whatever, and you use all these means to benefit others. Especially the skills. Because at the moment we don't have skills. We think we have, but we don't really have them. Because if we would really have them, we would apply them to ourselves and we would always be happy. Isn't it? We don't even know how to look after ourselves. So, but yes, you're right, it is a selfish thought, but it's okay to be selfish, because also it benefits others. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being selfish in that way, at all. Wow, if everybody would be selfish and stop killing, stealing, harming, what? Wouldn't it be wonderful? You see, we are very selfish, but then we're not wisely selfish. Yeah, we do, like, it is as if well-being is our enemy and we chase them away with our negative states of mind, that we let them be uncontrolled and then they pass and then they come again and we let them be. And we don't notice that every time they make deeper habits. So we're not taking care of them. But yeah, it is a selfish thought. It's an egoistic thought, yes. But it also, you know, if I'm reborn in a good state, with a compassionate mind, what does it also do to others? I don't need their help. So it's another good thing. If I don't need anybody to look after me, isn't that great? Everybody can go off and have pleasure. They don't need to be depressive or depressed because I'm not well. People can rejoice with my happy state of mind. Is that a good thing? Yeah. Indirectly, when we are choosing to have an ethical conduct, directly we benefit ourselves. We don't have a bad conscience, we sleep well, we have better health, more happiness, and indirectly, what it does disturb the peace of mind of others. You know how you feel when you hear what your politicians are kind of doing with their unethical behavior? How does it make you feel when you fill out your tax form? You see they're building their villas with your money that you know, with a lot of hard work you're earning, and you see how they spend it. How does it make you feel? Like a friar. If they wouldn't do it, if they would be just saying, oh, I already have a house, I don't need a new one. I know I could get one, but I don't need it. Let's use the money for the people. How would you feel? Happy. You would elect them. They wouldn't need to spend so much money for their stupid election campaigns, where they only telling lies. Yeah? It would be so easy. The mayor of Marlow. He does it probably for selfish reasons, what he does, but look who benefits. You need to talk to the people from Marlow. Apparently they can go and play tennis and for nothing or something like that. Subsidized. He gets a lot of subsidy. Anyway, talk to somebody from Marlow. So he might do this because he wants to be powerful and famous, but he's doing the right thing. He's looking after his people. That's why he gets elected. So he's giving them something. Now, I'm not saying you should do these things, but maybe. Is that kind of more or less clear? It's selfish, but it's okay.
It surprised me, but I thought maybe there's something that I didn't think about.
No, it's okay. It's okay if you do that for your own benefit. Yeah. If you want to do it for the benefit of others, then it turns into bodhicitta. That's the next step, of course. But for the beginning, it's fine.
I can't understand if karma is determined before I was born.
Yeah.
So, like, I can live my life shanti shanti because I can't change anything, because I want to change things by doing things now, this life, not the next life. So,
of course.
like, I know, like, every time, all the time we say, like, there are things I need to get, but I can't change them. I have no way.
I just talked about purification just now I talked about purification.
So, but what I don't understand, if it's already determined.
It's not determined. We have a big bag of seeds. Which seeds ripen, that's what you have. How you react to the ripening of the seeds, that you have a choice in.
So I do have choice in
course.
this life to change it.
Of course.
Okay, that's what I didn't understand.
That's what that was. This is the wrong way of using karma. By saying, oh, it's my karma. This is what people use it for. This is why I went through all these steps. What is karma? How do you create an action? How do you purify the action? So the more you do purification practices, well, you need to do it. Just knowing about it doesn't help. That's for sure. So you need to apply these factors. You see that you've fallen from your standard. Then you try to make amendments. And then at the end, the strong determination not to repeat it. Then you change the habits, but it will take time. But let's say, if I'm kind to you or not, this you don't have a choice. But how you react to my kindness or to my unkindness, we can only transform our own mind. We can't transform anybody else's mind. Is that clear? Yeah, I mean, this teaching on karma is exactly that thing that you have a choice. But you need to know how. And you need to do it willingly. And not because you want to please the Buddha or your boss or whatever. For your own sake. To be happy. Happy is a stupid word. To be well, to be sane, to be spacious. To be strong. Because life is difficult. This is what I said at the beginning. It's not about letting go of the bad things and only get the good things. It's about learning to react to difficult or not difficult situations in a skillful way, where it doesn't create more tension and unhappiness and aggression and anger. And then you can say, well, how do I know that? Well, we don't know. The more sane and the more calm your mind is, I think the better your reaction will come. Because we have that basic goodness and intelligence. Because we know that everybody wants to be well. Yeah? So the more agitated and tense you are, the more you're in danger of creating an action that creates more problems. The more sane, relaxed and calm you are, the better. So a very good way of reacting in difficult situations is you think it's just a movie. So the role that you have it. But the way you want to play it, you have a choice. Now if you get harmed by somebody, you can be either the one who freaks out and hits back, or you can be the one who says, well, okay, well that happened, but it didn't kill me, so let me practice patience. And you still continue to have a happy life, for example. Would you like to play that role? Or do you want to be the poor victim who always gets harmed? What would you choose? So you have a choice. And the more you have a view why this happened to me, the better you will be able to play the one who practices patience, because you don't want to create more seeds for the future. Actually, if you want to take revenge on the people who hate you or harm you, a happy life well lived, that's the best revenge. So sometimes you can even take your arrogance. I'll show you. You will not make me unhappy by what you did to me. That's good. Even that is, then arrogance is good. You see, nothing is inherently bad. Nothing is inherently good. It depends how you use it, because all these emotions, they give us energy, they make us do something, they put the mind in a certain direction. So sometimes this kind of arrogance, it can help you to become the way you want to be, happy and relaxed. And if somebody has harmed you, you think, ha ha ha, I will not allow you to have that power over me, that even 20 years later, you still are able to make me unhappy. Then you might have a wish to let go. You know, this is it. You need to be fed up with these negative states of mind. You need to be able to say, I've had enough of being angry and unkind and depressed and sad and all this. You need to be ready to let go. Otherwise you're like somebody holding a hot coal and you say, oh, it burns, it burns, it burns, it burns. You need to be ready to let go. And if you think, this is just a movie, you don't take it so personally. You're just playing a role. We are all playing roles. And in your movie, you are the director, you're the producer, you're the actor. You're everything together. So imagine the control you have. Wow. I'm not talking about things outside that happen. I'm talking about the inner world. Do you see what I mean? Okay, one last question. We have like 20 seconds left.
I understood how to work and why to work with people that I, let's say, insult and feel not good, especially before my death, like you spoke. Should we work with people that were insulted and I don't see any reason I did something wrong, but they are very angry and...
Yeah, there's many of these in this country, isn't it? Most of the people think like, what? This is... You see, when I'm angry or upset about somebody, my anger is always right, it's always right. There's a reason to be angry, and that reason is good. Always, 100%. When somebody is angry at me, it's never justified. It's always wrong. I don't know, what are they talking about? Why are they angry at me? Yeah? Should you work with those? Well, I don't know, leave them alone, you know, at least try not to get angry and get out of their way if you can. Yeah, if you can. And the more you, again, there's no, the more relaxed your mind is about situation, the more you are out of the situation. Why is he angry now? He's frustrated, he's tired. I just happen to be here. It's like, you know, what shall I do now? Shall I get angry? But sometimes it's also okay to say, hey, enough, stop. For them to wake up. But try maybe in a quiet way first. You can say, sorry, I don't understand what this is all about. Can you please explain again? Give them the opportunity to express themselves. Because when we get defensive, we block. And then nothing comes in and they feel that. So that's why they start to scream and to raise their voice. This is what we would like to do, isn't it? Working with others. But luckily we're in the stage yet where we only work with ourselves. And then when we are calm, sane, spacious, then we can maybe start to reach out with others. First it's just I take care of my own mind. Okay? So there is, whatever you haven't understood, and you have lots of open questions you can ask Jared. She has a group every
Wednesday morning.
Every Wednesday morning, and I can really assure you she has a very good knowledge of karma. What she says, because yesterday she was doing a test, and I kind of checked her answers. It was everything's fine, thank you. Everything was correct. So that's good. She's a very serious student, and she's intelligent, and she has good knowledge, and also she's a very good practitioner. I know she hates to hear that, but I'm going to say she will be a good person. She's not a teacher, the same as I'm not a teacher. We're all students, and you know, on the path. We're all trying, we're all practicing. But whatever she says, I think you can trust. Okay. So the nuisance is that we dedicate all the positive energy that we have created together. And we spent 4 hours, or 6 hours almost, with everything together, spending here together. No arguments, no fight, no hurt feelings. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. Okay? I hope it was definitely not my intention. I think the atmosphere was very relaxed, very harmonious, very relaxing. So let's dedicate for that goal that whenever people meet, may they meet in that spirit. To share experience with each other, that we leave other people their opinion about what they have, that we tell them ours if they want to hear it, we're not pressing anybody, and that we meet others with respect and with appreciation that they are here. We can learn from somebody who's unkind, we can learn from somebody who's kind. This practice of non-violence, may that be really developed in everybody's heart. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And may we all learn to live in harmony and peace, no matter our opinions, our views, our gender, our skin color, our age, whatever. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you
Yeah.
formally.
Yeah. She thanked me already at least 1,000 times. Yeah.
Formally.
Not formally. Huh? I'm not sure where the opening is supposed to be.
It doesn't matter. This is also the nice thing. If the opening is towards the front, that means you're open to receive teachings. If this part is towards the front, it means that you're retaining the teaching. So again, depends how you see.
So I think I speak on behalf of all of us. It was a wonderful teaching, a wonderful day. And like I told you this morning, I feel like this really positive karma ripened with you being able to teach us like this. And wow, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for coming and for listening to me, and good luck.
Thank you.
May your positive karma ripen upon you right now, and may you be able to purify your negative karma before it ripens. Thank you very much. This one maybe I keep with me so I don't
Does you need one? Okay. Also, before we go, I'd also like to thank Adit, where is Adit, who very quickly, without any hesitation, and without having to think about it, she just said, as soon as I approached her, please come and have this here. You can give me as much as you want in Dana. Whatever you need, I will help. So generous, so open, so kind.